Hello and welcome. Oh, good morning. How are you all doing today? I hope you're well. This will be the part 3 of building a Thunderhawk. We're getting there. We are getting there. I said I would live stream me building this model. All the different parts and stages and things. How's the weather where you are? Morning, Aaron. Morning, Creeksman. How you doing, my friend? Chilly one. Not really chilly here in Norfolk. It's about 3 degrees or so. It's fine. I think we're okay here. It's not too bad. Not too cold. No snow. Not much frost at all. It's fine. Aaron, -3 where you are. Wow. Oh my lord. Right. Okay, let's crack on because I realised, looking at some of the footage from the last video, that I talked an awful lot. So today it's a Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. It's Friday, yeah. I'm off work. Of course, I'm off work. So that's great for me. And like I did the past couple of days, I decided to spend it with you guys for 3 hours while I build this. If I'm honest, it's motivated me to get off of the PlayStation and stop playing The Witcher. This Thunderhawk, I've had it for a year. It was, very graciously donated by Kriegsman on the channel. So thank you, sir. Had it for about a year. So now's about the time to kind of like build it. I know that it doesn't take too long to build as well. Even though I like to take my time with these ones, and this is a special one as well because it's not my money, it's Kriegsman's. So I probably will take more attention, more care with this one. But I definitely felt my finger hurting yesterday after the stream, so I've got to be wary of that now. It's just one of those things. I don't really have digits that hurt whenever I build anything in plastic, whereas resin is it's a bit of a workout because it's so hard. You've always loved the unit, just can't afford one. It's they are pricey. Hopefully you can afford one in the future. Get a better job or save. There's always those kind of things. I'm very well, United Football. How are you? Good to see you here so early. Good to see all of you here, really. Oh, thank you, Kriegsman. Oh, I like the I like all the fireworks and things on that super chat. That's pretty cool. I appreciate that. Thank you. I will grab myself a cuppa. Not right now. I normally take a couple of minute break, sort of halfway through the live stream, so it's sort of like an hour and a half in. It's always good to get up off the hobby chair / gaming chair to stretch the legs and get the blood flowing a bit better, and just grab a cup of tea, really. Look at other things other than resin. I might change this blade now. See how many I've got. I don't think I've got too many left. So as always, your blade donation money is more than welcome. Or cup of tea money, really. You care full time for your partner? Oh, okay, yeah. Well, in that case, if you're completely if you and your partner are completely dependent on the state, then yeah, this is massive luxury. But yeah, it's unfortunately you'll never be able to sort of pick one of these up unless you save for a very, very long time. You know, as I've always said, these are luxury products. I think when you're caring for someone, it's such a nice thing to do, giving up your life to care for someone else. It's just, and you guys get paid such a small amount. Yeah, it's a bit sad, but you're doing a fantastic thing. So yeah, keep doing that, Aaron. If they ever come in plastic now, you can't really, yeah, unfortunately, me knowing what I know about the hobby and things and my experience and stuff, yeah, that probably won't happen. If it does happen, it'll be £300, so probably still out of your price range, my friend. If you can afford £300, then you can afford this £600 kit, because yeah, there's not that much in it really. Yes, it's double, but you can save for £300 like you could save for 600. So yeah, I don't really use that. But yeah, also another thing is, you say you care full time for your partner. A plastic kit would take you probably 3 or 4 times the amount of time to build. So that's time that you can't care for your partner as well. So we'll look at it from a time point of view as well. The resin kits take hardly any time compared to the plastic counterparts, just because there's so many parts and things. Yeah, no, they're good, Aaron, they're good. Good United Football's vlogs. You're eating a full English and having black coffee. Oh, nice. I did make myself a bacon sarnie and an egg, so that should keep me going all stream. We'll see. I haven't made myself a full breakfast for quite a while. I need to get on that, I think. Try and limit myself to one every couple of weeks or something. But yeah, no, that's great start to a Friday. Yeah, really, really great start. That'll keep you going. Yeah, definitely hot food. All about the hot food at the moment. Trying to keep warm and stuff. And I'm lucky that I'm in my house, and I don't really need to go anywhere to get things. So quite blessed with that. I say quite blessed. I work jolly hard, so yeah, there is that. But yeah, hopefully you've been enjoying these streams and things, and they are useful, even if you've got no capacity to buy this model or these models, and you're just interested to find out more about resin and learn a few things about this. This is my favourite Forge World model to build. There's a few factors that make this model my favourite. Everything from the build to its design, the looks as well. It's a very iconic model, isn't it? Yeah. You love black pudding. You absolutely love the stuff. Yeah, I've only recently got into black pudding. I know. It's at my age as well. I never tried black pudding before, ever. I don't know why. Just don't know why. I think probably because I got it confused with haggis or something. But yeah, and just tried black pudding this year. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Yeah, and I liked it. So it's a bit of a staple on my old full English now. So just reminds me of like floury sausage. It's just like it's a different taste in sausage, for my palate at least. I don't taste the iron, I don't taste the blood, I don't taste anything like that. It's I suppose it depends on what black pudding you get, but yeah, I'm not a connoisseur of black pudding at all. Like, I haven't tried many sausages though. I've had many sausages. Someone's making a meme of that right now. Okay. You're tucking into a chicken Caesar wrap. Oh, nice one. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm so happy, Aaron, that they did this, that they refreshed this model, because I put off of getting the OG. I say the OG. The OG is the metal one, wasn't it, in the 90s? But I put off getting the resin one from Forge World for quite a while, and I wish I'd picked up the Thunderhawk transporter, much like I wish I'd picked up the the Tau Orca back in the day, because that now sells for quite a high amount on the internets now. It's a shame that they got rid of the Orca. But yes, the Thunderhawk, it looked all right, the old model, but this new one, I say this new one, it's been out for what, 5-6 years now, but this one is just in a league of its own, you know, with the CAD instructions and the detail on this. It's just, yeah. Well, this is the thing, you know, Kriegsman asked me what my favourite Forge World model was, or is, and it is this. The Warlord's good. It's a second, definitely. You can often tell, this is a bit of a secret really, you can often tell which are my favourite sort of models. It's typically the models that I build the quickest, I mean, you know, fully complete, and paint quite quick. So obviously my Warlord over there is one of my favourites, because I built that. Well, I painted every part of it, and then yeah, and then put it together really. So anyway, let's just move the camera back down to about there. I was going to pick something else up just then. Oh yes. Oh, and of course, I can't not mention my bay. I mean, this is how you start your Friday mornings right here, chaps. This gorgeous, my gorgeous bay. She's just stunning, absolutely stunning. I'll give you a cheeky close up. Look at her. Whoa. Anyway, always have to show you my queen. You're eating Charizard, basically. Okay, nice one. Lost a lot of tanks and parts for Guard over the years. You wish you'd picked up the Atlas recovery tank and the resin. Yeah, the resin Shadow Sword. Yeah, I remember that. God, that takes me back. I've got the resin Bane Blade. It's like a plastic one, but yellow and less detail and really heavy. I've always wanted to do a video of it. I will. It's in my mental list of doing videos. Probably a stupid question, but with resin, is it longer building? No. Resin's much quicker, much quicker than plastic. Because plastic, you have more parts, and more parts equals more mold lines. Also, you have to wait longer. Plastic glue generally takes, it's not massively significant, but it does take a bit longer to set and things. Super glue is quicker. You know, it depends on the size of the part, but if you're gluing two large parts together, I probably would suggest you go for the epoxy resin glue, and then that glue takes longer than the super glue. But other than that, yes, plastic does take longer. As I mentioned in my most recent Leviathan and Contemptor review videos, those kits have a huge number of parts. Yeah, I'll be doing more like resin Contemptor review videos and things as I go through the Horus Heresy range. Hybrid kits are the worst though, because there's a bit of both. Hello Maxim, how are you doing? Good morning. Yeah. Good. Seems like, you know, this is like the third day, Kriegsman. It seems like you are spending a lot of time on that army. It would be nice to hear you working on your own minis too. That would be cool. But I guess if it's a commission and things, it's kind of like a job, isn't it? It is a job, yeah. So I played a little bit of The Witcher yesterday on the PlayStation 5. Really enjoyed it. I'm very tempted to live stream that. I did think, oh yeah, what, live streaming a 7-year-old game, but actually it's still pretty popular and people have been watching the old performance and ray tracing mode comparison videos, so it's still relevant. It's a timeless game, that one. So yeah, I'm just glad that I can experience it now. I also played High on Life yesterday. Creators of Rick and Morty. So funny. What's his name? I want to say Dick Thunder, but it's not. It's is it Mick or Rick Thunder? Anyway, yeah, it's the voice acting is, of course, is it Josh Rowland? It's just amazing. It's so funny. I've laughed out loud a lot in that game so far. The combat's all right. It's a first-person shooter, like sci-fi game, but yeah, I'm enjoying that. I've just uploaded the footage from yesterday off Twitch, and I'll make that available after this live stream. I've made available the kind of ending of Plague Tale Requiem. That's in my top 5 best games this year. I enjoyed it so much on Game Pass that I went ahead and bought it on PlayStation as well, just to buy it and support the developer and stuff, because I want to see a third one, definitely. You know, I love the setting, I love the graphics, the voice acting, and you know, it's the story is fantastic. Really like it, and I love what they did with the rats. So anyway, you've seen a lot of people using green stuff. Yeah, of course. I use resin. I use the green stuff for plastic models too. I don't know if I've got any here, but I've got. So this is a fine cast model. So it's not resin, but it's fine cast, and I've used green stuff to fill in some of the gaps. And you can use that for resin or plastic. I mean, I used it on the Goth Rocker recently on his strap. So you can use the green stuff on any of the models. It's not just you know, pigeonholed for Forge World resin. It's just, it goes with the nature of the material as well, in that the tolerances aren't as tight as plastic. They never will be, you know, because they're all handmade pieces. They're not kind of injection molded or anything. You're going to have slight variations with every piece, even if you use the same mold. There might be slippage in different places as well. It's one of those things. The frog guy Gus is brilliant. Yeah, he's pretty funny. You downloaded High on Life. Good. Yeah, please do that. That sounds good. Yeah. If you can get them High on Life on Game Pass, even on PC, it's worth it. It's a very, very funny game. And actually, we haven't had a sci-fi shooter for a while. I don't think. I mean, it's a sci-fi third-person shooter with Callisto Protocol, but I don't really want to say too much about that game anymore. All I can say is I'm looking forward to Dead Space remake. What's your experience these days with the quality of the kits? Oh, really, really good. Oh yeah, yeah. It depends as well, Aaron. I would definitely suggest you join the Discord if you haven't already, because there's quite a few of us there that have Forge World models, and obviously I'm on there, so you can always post a comment or question there, and you know, we'll always get back to you. If there were any particular models that you were interested in, I'm not saying I've had them all. I haven't had them all, but I've definitely had experience with a lot of Forge World kits. So I can help you with that and give you my take on it. In 2022, I've been thoroughly impressed with everything that's come from Forge World. Everything, all of the miniatures. I mean, these Interemptors I think came out in 2020 or 2021, but these were made this year. Absolutely fantastic. No issues whatsoever. The newer models that have come out this year, such as Marduk's Cedras, fantastic. Even the older models that have been even the older models that were released before this year, that were made this year, I've had no issues with. They must have just stepped up their quality control and things for 2022, but I can't recommend them enough. I've bought a lot of Forge World items that you haven't seen on the channel yet, and I've had no issues. So yeah, hopefully that helps. But you know, sometimes you'll get a model, like I bought the Asterius. I bought the Asterius last year, and that on the box, there was soot on the top of the box, and also it was built in 2019, like, and it's right here. So that's the Asterius, but that had a couple of issues because it was created like 3 years ago. So it really depends on how popular a model is and things, and you know, all the rest of it. But yeah, throw a few models that you're thinking about at me, and I can give you my opinions and things, and so can other people on the Discord. So yeah. I mean, this is the thing. You kind of got to question your sources. Like, I don't get sent anything for free or early. I buy all of this. Well, obviously, except for this Thunderhawk, but you know what I mean. I buy the majority of the stuff, like 99.9% of the stuff. So, you know, asking me about certain models and things is quite a good start. If you're going on like forums and things, you don't know what that person has bought with their own money. You don't know what models they have. They're just a sort of faceless. I know I'm faceless, but you know what I mean. It's just like, could be anybody on the internet that has beef against Forge World or Games Workshop for a number of reasons, such as they themselves have heard some bad things about a model or miniatures, that they've never bought any miniatures themselves from those companies. That's sometimes the case, and they haven't bought that particular miniature. They're in another country, which does impact people's opinions on models and things, because prices are different wherever, you know, and also how much hobby experience they've had, you know, because I've seen people that have never bought a Forge World miniature in their life, and they go ahead and they buy like a Nemesis Titan or something as their first Forge World miniature, and it's got a few slippage and mold lines and things, and then they just completely kick off. Whereas I would have always suggested buy a smaller Forge World miniature first, like a Dreadnought or a tank, full resin tank, and go from there. You know, yes, everybody wants to get a big Titan and things, but you know, going from having no experience with any Forge World models straight into a Reaver Titan, good luck. I mean, that's a difficult model, mainly because of the instructions, but also the parts as well. It's kind of like you've got to build up your hobby experience, really. And you could build up your hobby experience while you're saving up for a big model, I guess. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah. Should you buy more Mark Fives? What, in resin? If you like Mark Fives, then you know, buy what you like. We're all not here for very long, so you know, and if you get enjoyment out of that, that's fine. I'm not sure whether they'll release them in plastic. I think they will, but I would rather them release Mark IIs in plastic first. And then all the other kind of, I say, variants. You know, will we get we've got plastic Mark IIIs. Will they do a Mark III shield set? Because you know, they don't really have breacher plastic. They don't have assault marines in plastic. So I think they'll probably try and cover those bases first before they go into a brand new mark of armour. And before any marks of armour, I'd probably say that they're moving other resin vehicles and things into plastic now that they've got the chassis. So I wouldn't be surprised if, well, we had the Typhon announcement yesterday. We'll get the Cerberus, no doubt about that. We'll get different variants for the Sicarans. You know, even though that Sicaran kit is just the autocannon kit, it does pave the way, them having that chassis in plastic, because you can then get all the other variants. The question is how many variants are they going to bundle into each set? That's the question. Yeah, I'd love to see some Mark IIs for Dark Angels, really. Nearly. You can kind of make Mark IIs at the moment. If you have enough, if you've bought enough Rhinos and Kratos tanks and Predators and things, you get the Horus Heresy vehicle upgrade sprue in each one of those kits. You know, you just use those Mark II heads with the Mark III armor, and you're close. You're close to it. Oh yeah, well the Venatari squad is pretty good experience. The Galatas Dread is good experience. Yeah. What about a tank? Have you done any tanks? Yeah, this is very true. They are, but Forge World sell them. Sorry, I thought that's what you were talking about. I mean, you can try and make your own Mark V's, but you'd need a few boxes. You know, you'd need Mark III, you'd need Mark IV. So it's whether you want to kind of spend double and mix and match them. That would look quite cool, though. They have a lot of studs in their armor pauldrons as well, to repair them and reinforce them, and you know, from what I've read. Right, we're on to some big sections now. Nearly onto these big wings, and they are pretty big wings actually. Okay. Well, just tell me what tank you're thinking about, Aaron. If there is a particular tank that you're thinking about, if you still want to go down the Custodes route, the is it Caladius tank and the Coronis, they're fine. Yeah, they're fine kits. I've got unboxings and reviews of those. I would kind of avoid any sort of normal Space Marine tanks right now. The Falchion, Baneblade and Glaive, they're all hybrid kits anyway. So they're a bit tricky. And they're not hugely enjoyable either. But smaller, newer tanks like the Arquiter and the Sabre, they're gorgeous. They're lovely kits. I know they're a bit pricey, but like the Armigers, don't mind paying it because they're nice kits. Armigers were good. The Moiraxes, should I say, to be correct. Even though Moiraxes are a bit pricey, especially if you're going for 2 weapon options the same. You're currently doing guard, okay. I don't have much experience with guard tanks. If you were looking at a resin tank, Kriegsman does though. He's got quite a few guard tanks, so he'll probably be the best person to talk to about that. Well, possibly Kriegsman. Yeah, maybe. I just like the customization that the doors offer. I never came around to that idea of having like custom vehicle doors or custom heads and shoulder pauldrons, but now I am very much sold on those ideas. But this way it just means I can paint it black and use it for like loads of different legions and chapters. So I rarely game with these things anyway, so the chances of it, you know, going on the battlefield is very slim, which is fine. It's not why I get these models to game. What got me into Warhammer? Oh, I've had that question asked quite a few times. Well, it was a long time ago. Over 25 years ago, I got into Warhammer. And it was my friend, my clever friend. He was a little bit, I say, socially awkward. But I got on really well with him. He was my best mate for a while. And all this is because of him. It's his fault. No, I'm not blaming anyone. I've only got myself to blame for the things that I love. Yeah, he took me to a local shop to get a tank, a whirlwind tank, and it's the old. This is in the 90s. It was an old plastic and metal hybrid whirlwind tank, and I wasn't too keen on the metal parts of it, but anyway, he was explaining it to me in the hobby, and then there was a club nearby, so I thought, yeah, okay, I'll go along to the club, and then I bought a £10 set of 5 Space Marines with some paints, and everybody at the club were painting them blue, and I just wanted to paint them black, so I did, and it kind of like escalated from there. I was never buying things as much as I do now. Nowadays I buy something every single week, but it's mainly for the channel. There's no way I'd be buying this amount of stuff if I didn't have the channel. And yeah, I think one month I bought a metal dreadnought. I've still got that dreadnought. I've still got all the miniatures from sort of 25 years ago, you know. Yeah, so anyway, got the dreadnought, got some Terminators. Terminators were £15 for 5, which was a lot back then, but it's something that I really, really wanted for ages, and they look so cool with their power fists, you know, those dog looking helmets. Yeah, really, really awesome. And yeah, so it was through that really that got me into it. I don't know whether he still does the hobby. I don't think he does. Then I had a hiatus from the hobby when I went to university. Well, the first year I still did I was into the hobby quite a bit. That's when I worked at Games Workshop for a while, and then sort of 2005, basically when the Xbox 360 came out. I got more into video games and had a hiatus until about 2008, and then I bought a few things in 2008, 2010 even. No, it was 2008, yes. And then again, had another hiatus until 2012, 13. So I haven't been collecting like these past 25 years non-stop. There's been periods, many years, where I just was out of the hobby. This is probably one of the longest periods I've been in the hobby, maybe, since for the past sort of decade now, 9 years. And I can thank the channel for that, because I originally unboxed and reviewed video games and knives. And then I thought I would introduce this hobby to people. And I'm glad I did, because, you know, I wouldn't be sat here doing the live stream and I wouldn't have met so many awesome people, so it's great. Yeah. How many facehugger helms did you order today? Yes. I've decided, Maxim, to fully commit and equip every single Horus Heresy Space Marine with an Ultramarines facehugger helmet to show my commitment to the Geiger aesthetic. They are truly awful. They could be worse, though. It could be for Space Wolves. Too soon? Mm-hmm. I like the Salamanders ones, though. They're really cool. Wow. I'm impressed with the Salamanders. If only they had some characters and things. I probably would collect another cheeky little Salamanders force. Your first ever Warhammer kit was a Dark Vengeance. Okay. I think my first boxed game was the 3rd edition. I think it was, with the Warhammer in the green writing. I think that's when I got into it. I mean, I was aware of the bigger, sorry, not the bigger, they were big codexes, yeah. The big codexes and things, like the yellow and the red ones, and I was aware of those when I was doing the hobby, but it was sort of 3rd edition I got into it. Oh, nice one. Yeah, that's really good. You don't like the Rogel Dawn tank, Kriegsman? It is a bit busy. I wonder if they'll make any more tanks from that chassis now that they've got it. I think they will. It's almost like a Acadian version of a repulsor, isn't it? What's going on? You don't have to be too neat on this bit because this is where it joins. So, but for all the joins, you'll see me when I glue this that I'll put scratches in and mark them, because it just adds a bit more surface area. Yeah, kind of. Just adds more texture for the glue to seep into and bond, rather than just one flat surface to another. That's why I always score for the big pieces anyway. And it seems to have worked, because the wings are still on the OG Thunderhawk. So. Yeah, loving the questions and things this morning, guys. Thank you. It really, you know, it makes the stream when you guys are chatting and things and throwing questions up to each other. I know it can be a bit time consuming to do those things, especially if you like hobbying or you're painting, or you know, whatever you're up to right now. Maybe you're at work and you're watching this, I don't know. In which case I salute you. Hard-working people. How many times have you been to Warhammer World in Nottingham? Oh, wow. Well, I can tell you the first time I went with my father. Um, and it it looked a lot different than it looks now. I can tell you that for sure. From what I can remember, I didn't even go around the exhibit. Like, it's such a shame, because back then you couldn't just go and walk around. There were time slots. I know. Check that out, right? There were time slots, and from what I can remember, I went up there, like up this sort of corridor thing, and we were that area anyway, I think, in England, and I went up this corridor into like this big hall, and they had the shop there, but the shop was smaller, everything was a bit darker, and I was thinking about picking up the Warhound, Lucius Pattern Warhound, and it was a lot of money because I was going to work all summer to buy it, and I didn't want to just buy it. I wanted to see it in person, and I asked one of the people there, and they were like, "Yeah, we've got one in the studio. We can bring it out." And they brought it out, and it was a custom one, which I don't think I've ever seen before. But it had like a ball and chain attached to it, so it was like a Chaos Lucius Warhound, which is fantastic. And yeah, they brought it out. I had a look at it. I looked at the size, and yeah, that just cemented it, because it was like the biggest thing at that point. You know, the second biggest thing after that was a resin Baneblade. So to go from that to a Titan was just crazy. Anyway, that's some I did get the Titan, and that was my first one, and it had a paint job, a repaint job, and I'm very happy with it. It's got some good memories. I think I got it on the Games Day that year. But anyway, the number, to answer your question, the number of times I've been to Warhammer World, I live in Norfolk, which is a good sort of 3 hours away or so, and then there's the cost of petrol and things like that. It's kind of like a full day out for me if I go. So I haven't been as much as I would want, but I've probably been there double figures now, maybe double figures. I try and go to, try and go there at least once a year. I went earlier this year with Maxim and Zero. He's another one that's hard at work behind the scenes, and yeah, had a really excellent time. So would like to go next year. That would be fantastic. But yeah, it's a bit dangerous me living closer to it, put it that way, because if I lived in Nottingham, wow, it would just be too tempting just to walk down there and pick things up for you guys and post them. You know, that's where I'm going with this. I'd probably pick them up for cheap and then post them across the pond or post them to other places in the world. I'm sure there's people that do that at the moment, but you know, I wouldn't look at it from a view of, oh, I can just walk down there and pick anything I like. You know, I would look at it from trying to get items that you can only get from there. You know, like the Sanguinius base for one, they stopped selling that separately, and so anybody with a Sanguinius, I'd try and get that for, and yeah. Your dream is the Warlord, but you definitely want a Thunderhawk. After that, you're just a treadhead like me. Good. Yeah. It is a tough one between the Thunderhawk and the Warlord. Is the Warlord worth? I mean, with the weapons and things, it's over double the price now of a Thunderhawk. Is it worth double? I don't know. I try and measure things in Thunderhawks. Would I rather have 3 Thunderhawks than a 1 Warlord? Yeah, I would, if you look at it that way. And also, believe it or not, the Thunderhawk is more usable in game than a Warlord. It just is. It's a lot less points. If you've got any number of Space Marines or Dreadnoughts, you can pack them in it, you know. And it's got some decent weaponry on it. I mean, it's got a Titan class weapon, that turbo laser. It's got a load of missiles, las cannons, heavy bolters, you know. And it's not too difficult to store as well. The Warlord requires a lot of height space. The Thunderhawk, let me just fly it in. The Thunderhawk, oh come on. How to knock over a Warlord with a Thunderhawk. The Thunderhawk doesn't really take up that much space. It's, you know, it's not really, just the wingspan. But if you've got a shelf, you can kind of put it on a corner of a shelf. But it's very, very solid. It's not too heavy. It's lovely proportions. And then if you magnetize it like me, you can put the wings, the attack foils, in the foils in the attack position, kind of thing. So yeah, lovely, absolutely love it. Anyway, let's just put her down over here again. I think it's pretty useful too to have this model already kind of built and there for the live stream. Oh yeah, okay. I'll put the Discord link in. Hang on. Should really do this every stream. There it is. Copy link. Paste. Pin. There we go, if anybody wanted to join that. It's all free and stuff. Yes, very excellent day, Maxim. Warhammer World is even more of a dream than owning a Warlord. Really? Oh wow. Okay. Could you buy me the whole entire shop? What? Well, you were very polite. You did say please. If I bought you the entire shop, you'd have even more of a pile of opportunity than me. So, you know, it would take you years and years to get through the entire shop. And we're just talking about the Reaver Titan. That's the thing, you know, you can buy all the models under the sun, or you can get them gifted or whatever, but it will never change the fact that you still have to build them and paint them. I mean, you can get people to build and you can get people to paint, which I guess saves some time, but, you know, depends how much you enjoy doing these things. I know a lot of people just detest building models, and for me, painting is my least favourite. So even though it's my least favourite, there's a sense of reward of painting your own models. So for me, that reward kind of outweighs paying anyone to do it. So, but that's just me. If you've got time constraints and things, and you've got family and you've got other things to think about, then yeah. Just notice this wing is going to be quite difficult to repair. Very difficult to repair. I've had worse though. Thing is with these Forge War kits is don't be scared to cut into the big expensive parts. as always, I'll be grabbing a drink at 12 o'clock. So an hour and a half sort of into the stream. It will be a cup of tea this morning. So I think I had a coffee yesterday, but a cup of tea this morning. Might even treat myself to a banana. If you didn't have a YouTube channel, what would your collection look like? It would just be me sat in a corner of a dark room with this lovely lady. That's basically what my collection would look like. She's all I need, really, in life. No, I don't know. Well, you could kiss goodbye to the Death Guard. Sisters, yeah, they wouldn't exist. Lumineth, according to my channel, still don't exist. And no Slaves to Darkness whatsoever. I'd have no Chaos. I'd have no Age of Sigmar armies, put it that way. Would I have... I don't think I would have got the Nemesis Titan on release either. I would have waited for quite a while. Like I did with the Warlord, actually. Well, I saved up for the Warlord, but you know what I mean. Like, the Warlord took me 3 or 4 months to save. So way past its release. Would I get a War Master on release? Definitely. I would sell my remaining 3 tins of beans to get one, of course. Yeah. Just the channel, there'd probably be like 2 videos a week. We're going back to 2017. I mean, because I think 2018 I was releasing all of the new releases on that day, on the Saturday, as well as the pre-order video. And then I'd be releasing a Warhammer Wednesday video. So there was still a decent number of videos, but obviously now daily content and all the live streams, it's a lot. So I'm very, very grateful to anyone that is able to watch all the content. And sometimes when I make a joke or put a different edit in, I just hope that people can witness it, experience it. I do get that feeling. It's like, oh well, you know, this is been quite a few videos. Will they have watched this? Will they have caught up on the content? There was a time when I did 2 videos a day. I think it was like October a couple of years ago, and that nearly broke me. That was just too much. You know, I was finishing work and then doing a video, which is just too much. I'd rather do all the videos on one or 2 days and then release them throughout the week, which is what I do. So whenever you watch one of my videos, it typically isn't on that day. It's been recorded a while ago. Well, like the Nemesis video, that was recorded in February, wasn't it? So I have to say that these wings probably are the most time consuming. These and the air brakes. Saving the air brakes for last. Treating myself. Yeah, really good questions, United Football Blogs. Thank you. They're really excellent. You've got 3 Warhammer tattoos. What? That's amazing. Oh yeah, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah, it's just a nice, relaxing, calming hobby, isn't it? Really. I think. If you take away the arguing on the internet from it, then it's, yeah. Which is completely by choice. You don't have to go onto forums and argue about rules or argue about prices, or you don't have to. You can just leave people that want to do that, and you can just enjoy the hobby yourself and listen to the radio, listen to an audio book, or just listen to nothing. You know, I wouldn't advise doing this hobby in like a shed though, unless your shed's nicely heated or insulated. I know a few people are renegated to their shed because their wives or partners won't have anything to do with the hobby inside, and you know, it's a bit of a shame. But that's why I love hearing stories about partners supporting their partners' hobbies. Like, if you love me, then you love all of me, and my hobby is part of me, and it's, yeah, it's a reason why I'm so awesome. So, you know, help support it, really, I think. Did I or did I not? Yes, I did. Right. Well, that's a smaller one, so there's no rivet on there. Very interested to see if there's rivets on that one, because there's a rivet that side, but maybe I have taken that rivet off. But it's so hard to see. That's the thing, guys. If you do mess up a little bit and slice off a rivet, green stuff is your friend. You can easily, you know, rivets are one of the easiest things you can replicate. And green stuff. It's a little ball of green. Yeah, still a fair few things to fix on this. But that's good progress, I think. Oh, my back. Yeah, apologies that I wasn't able to get the Goth Rocker review out yesterday. That will be a little bit later on today. I wanted to release the Fall of Numenor novel first look, because there's a bit of a request for that. Yeah, that looks great. So pleased there's no like slippage on these pipes and things. I do feel like a dentist sometimes. I don't know about you guys, but removing resin plaque. Yeah. Just a few pieces left, and then we can get onto the old filing. files I'm going to use are not the plastic sort of GW ones. They are GW ones, but these are the older ones that I've had for a number of years. They're more coarse than the plastic files. I would not use the plastic files at all for this resin model. You might get away with using them a little bit for the miniatures, the actual characters, but for the vehicles I'll use these coarser ones, and don't worry, it doesn't scratch the resin, so you're fine. Right, the other wing. Let's read a few more of your comments. You're thinking about getting an Age of Sigmar model. Could be the Great Unclean one. Age of Sigmar. I might start calling it from now on. That's quite cool. Yeah, Great Unclean one's great model. I'd love to get the Forge Rod one, but he's a bit pricey now. He's a proper weapon though. Big solid chunk of resin. I will pick him up, definitely. He's on my to buy list, as well as is it Rotigus? Can't remember. The Great Unclean one with the staff. So I'll get one of those, and I'll get the Great Unclean one, the Forge Rod one, and then that is it. Because I was going to start a Blight Lord's army. I still will at some point, because I think there can be some crossovers there with some of the demons and things with Death Guard. I think they would work quite well. My finger. Yep, used to do Airfix models, moved on to Warhammer. Yeah, sounds cool. Yeah, sorry, Brandon. Yeah. It should have notified you. Yeah, sorry that it hasn't. I should really make community posts. I'll make a community post tomorrow. I can't remember whether Royal Mail are on strike today or tomorrow. I know like the trains are here in the UK, but I'm hoping to get the Scorpius tanks tomorrow. So that will be the live stream tomorrow, and that won't be until the evening. I might do it a little bit early, like 5 o'clock or something, or maybe even 4 o'clock. But yeah, there won't be this live stream in the morning, because I'll be picking up the, I say picking up, I'll be receiving the Scorpius tanks and the Gloomspite kits warband. So I have to do videos of those, and then I also have to do the news and pre-order video, which I might do, I might not. I don't think I will tomorrow, because there's just been hardly anything to pre-order. There's been some news though. I kind of want to talk about the Typhon tank, so I probably will do a video just because of that. And wish you all a Merry Christmas and things tomorrow, because obviously next weekend is a big day, isn't it? So yeah. I don't think I have a big special video for Christmas Day. I was thinking about saving up the Nemesis, but I'll release that early in the week. Oh, they're not on strike today? Okay, interesting. You had some Warhams due to arrive yesterday, and it was sent via FedEx to avoid it, but they must have been inundated and it was missed. Oh, okay. All right, Matt. well, hopefully you'll get some. The only order I've done recently is just these Scorpius tanks. I haven't made a Forge World order for quite a while, because I know that World Eaters are just around the corner, and Angron's going to be, you know, £95–100, I think, and the other models, you know, they're going to be insanely priced. And knowing Games Workshop, they'll probably just release everything in one go, which is their prerogative at the moment. I'm really still shocked that Games Workshop and Forge World haven't created some kind of loyalty reward scheme type program. I really am. There's so, I mean, you get points on your coffee these days. Like, surely you should be able to get points on your Warhammer. It's they're gonna have to. You know, I'm sure they're. I don't want it to happen, but their sales will probably drop because of everything that's going on. Because of, you know, everything that's going on in the world, and they are fine. They're not going to go away overnight. You know, they're a multi-billion-dollar company now, but I think a reward system would be good. You saw what happened when they didn't get into trouble, but when their sales were dipping and things, they had like these competitions and things for quite a few months where promotions, that's the word I was looking for, where you spent a certain amount of money and you got a voucher, things like that. And they did one recently as well. You might see them do more of those. But it's just great that they've had Horus Heresy this year. I can only imagine what they would have done if they didn't have that to bump up the sales, and I think that's been a success. I've enjoyed all of the miniatures from that range. If I wasn't building this Thunderhawk today in my own time, I'd be building one of the support tanks. I built both of the Land Raider Proteuses now, so mark them off my list. I'd be building something Horus Heresy related if I wasn't building this. Well, actually, I'd be finishing off the Slaves to Darkness, but they would be a very close second. You did the 2-hour drive to Warhammer World to pick up your Forge World, spent the day, random trip, but your girlfriend loves Bugman's Bar. Oh, nice one, Matt. That's nice to hear. Oh, that's really cool. It's really, really cool. The thing is, at the moment, like there's nothing that I would really want from there that's new or that I want to go and look in person. So I'm quite happy to leave the trip until next year now. And also I like receiving things in the post. There is that. Because all that would happen is I'd go there, I'd buy a few things in person, it would be in the boot of my car, and then I'd get home and then I'd just unbox it anyway. So I might as well just pay like £3 for someone else to do that. And unless I had a really good time at work and I did a load of overtime and things and wanted to drive up there and treat myself for the day, yeah. Thing is, I bought so many things recently that are for the channel, like not that aren't models. It's about time. It's about time I invest a bit more into the channel. And obviously the camera that I bought, that I do all the reviews with, not this one, the other one, that was a big investment. I've recently got this chair, which I definitely needed. It's made such a difference. And then I'll be upgrading the lighting next week. So hopefully for the Lego live streams. Which will hurt my fingers even more than this resin model probably. What did you spend Christmas doing, Super? Oh, I spent the whole Christmas abusing my fingertips. Okay. Oh, I've gone ahead and scratched that now, haven't I? You're heading out. Oh, thank you, United Football Vlogs. Have a good one. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Speak to you later. Bye-bye. Personally, you're cherry picking all day. Oh, okay. That sounds good. You're way too impatient for postage. What? What? Forgewood are so good with their delivery, though. I bet you if I ordered something now, I'd probably get it tomorrow. Well, obviously Royal Mail and stuff, but sometimes you can order things and then you will get them the next day. It's rare, but... Oh, Papa bless. Excuse me. The subscriber numbers would rise if you throw a little bit low, little bit of rumour, stuff like that. Yeah, I don't have a guy on the inside, Brandon, and I'm not all about that either. Like, I'm not about, you know, I don't view like subscribers as hugely as sort of other channels probably, and I don't make kind of the content that is hype or you know is out there to get as many views as possible. I just make the content that I want to make, and I think that's important, because I can only imagine how much pressure and things people have, and also if you lose that source or whatever, you're kind of stuck if that's what your channel's built around, rumor and hype. And also, if you get it wrong, there's a backlash. And if the models that come out that you hyped about aren't as good, then, you know, you kind of left, as a viewer, you're left kind of feeling underwhelmed by said hyped up products. So I just make the content that I want to make, and I always sort of stick by that. And if people want to watch it, then that's great. If not, then it's fine. I'll still do it. The main motivating factor that I have to make all these videos and things is knowledge. Just giving you as much information and knowledge as I possibly can. Pass on to you guys. As I said before, you know, these things, they're not cheap. I'm not just talking about a £600 Thunderhawk. I'm talking about, you know, like a £21 Goth Rocker or something. That is food for a few days for you, probably. Maybe even a week if you... make ends meet that way. So it's kind of like giving you information of whether these things are worth it, which is hard to do on a luxury product because, well, it's luxury. I hope they're entertaining and enjoyable as well. That's another thing I hope. Oh, thank you, Maxim. Morning, Anacro Faust. Morning. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I wanted to do more reviews and things in that Titan month, but Games Workshop showered us with new releases, so I was not able to. But there probably will be some more Knight and Titan content coming. Oh, no worries, Brandon. Yeah. Have a good one. Yeah, take care. It's quite a big rivet here that I need to navigate around. Oh, thank you, Major. Major Ringsting. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you. I have run out of biscuits, so yeah, that will come in handy. I'll go for a biscuit. That made such a big scratch in that panel. Wow. Not expecting that. Yeah, all I've got today is a banana, so I feel a bit biscuit deprived. Should really get some mince pies, really, but suddenly turned really dark as well. It's winter weather that we're having. Could be worse. It could be colder. It's not too cold today where I am. So far, what's been your favourite Forge World models? Well, definitely this one, the Thunderhawk. Kriegsman asked me, what was your favourite Forge World model, and it is this. Also the Warlord Titan. That was a fantastic kit. I really enjoyed that. Telemon Dreadnought, that's quite high up there. Some of the Cerastus Knights were fun. The Primarchs. The Primarchs are good, but each one has their own like little unique challenge to get through. Magnus's is his headpiece and his sorcery powers, like swirling energies and getting them all matched up with the bottom of the base. Khan is his hips. Sanguinius is matching him up to the scenic base. The lion is his sword and his cloak and getting his sword straight. Yeah, so the Reaver and Warhound, I bang on about this, but they're probably my least favourite out of the Forge World kits. Contemptor Dreadnoughts are lovely. I need to get a Deredio before they make them in plastic fully. Some of the tanks, the newer tanks, Sicarans were fun. Unfortunately, I never dived into Mechanicum. I would have liked to. I've got some Mechanicum models. That would have been good. I still might, you know, I don't know whether plastic Mechanicum are on the horizon. I think Games Workshop are focused on plastic Space Marines for Horus Heresy at the moment. Kind of wanted to finish this wing before a halfway point. It's looking all right though. If I don't get the, just as a backup, if I don't get the tanks tomorrow to live stream building one of those, I'll be back in the evening, but building this. So I just putting that out there. So I will still do a live stream, no matter what the sort of outcome is on that front. See, that's scratched far too easily there. Okay, right, that's that. Yep, I'm gonna head off now, just grabbing a drink, then we'll work on this turbo laser, these attack wings and the air brakes, which can be a bit of a pain, but then that's it. Then we can probably should have like moved the camera down a little bit there, but yeah, after we've done that, then we can work on the filing. And it's at the filing stage we really make some progress, because we file some of these parts, and that's kind of it for them. Then they're put to one side, ready for the dry fit build. And as I mentioned before, like, getting all of this flash off and the filing is the most laborious part of making one of these big kits, whether it's a Thunderhawk or a Titan, whatever. The easy bit, believe it or not, is the actual dry fit and gluing it. That's the easy bit. And Okay, right, so I'll be back in a sec. I'll just grab a cup of tea. Just put this in the chat. Okay, I'll speak to you guys in a little while, short while. Okay. Right. Get back in here. Should be able to. Yep. Easy. Okay. We are back. Always good to just get up out your hobby chair and have a drink or whatever. So, let's get the microphone back around. It's a nice thing to say, Aaron. Thank you. Okay, right. So we said we'd carry on with this turbo laser. So let's do that. And this is the most taxing thing for you, for these fingers. You know, your finger and your thumb. After you've got rid of all this, filing is not as labour intensive. Yeah, no worries. You're very welcome. Thank you for joining us for this time. And yeah, probably see you in the Discord. Yeah, I do think it's great that these, I mean, it would have been nice to have the battle cannon on the Thunderhawk as well, but just as a variety thing, you know, because I probably would have a battle cannon on one and then a turbo laser on the other. Just for looks, really. Likewise, could we have blast cannons? I mean, that's a possibility. You know, the twin-link las cannon on top of a Razorback. There's nothing stopping you from magnetising it underneath of that and putting them on either side of the wings, and then magnetising these and putting like las talons, are they called? I think on these as well. You know, have a fully kitted out las cannon Thunderhawk. That's the dream right there. That's fine. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for putting the question there, Aaron. yeah, as always, if you would like to share with everyone what you're currently working on, you might not be working on anything, but you know, if you're painting, if you're building, maybe you're even building and painting a Thunderhawk. I know someone was it yesterday or day before? So that was quite cool. I think one of the viewers was thinking about getting one of these, and so I was watching the video because of that. They're good usually with their weapons. Nowadays they have them like pre-drilled with the barrels, so you don't need to genuinely worry about those kind of things anymore. That goes all the way back to the original Baneblade too. It's a really pesky slippage right here that runs along the length of this barrel support. Super, what are your plans for the rest of the day? Well, obviously I need to go on a biscuit run for next week. That's something I need to do now. Final Fantasy Crisis Core should be arriving today. Pretty looking forward to this because it's all the updated graphics and combat system and things. It's all been slightly tweaked. It's had favourable reviews. I mean, the game itself was pretty good when it first came out on the PSP. I got it, but I never really got into it or played it too much, so it's going to be like a brand new experience for me, really, in a way. So I'll probably be live streaming that, if I'm allowed to. But before that arrives, I might be playing more of The Witcher. Let me know if you'd like me to live stream that. That'll be on the PlayStation. Performance mode, of course. Yeah, it looks fantastic. I mean, you can swap the modes in the menu. So would it be too much of a stretch if you can pause the game and change the mode for it to just change on the fly, like when you walked into a building? I'm not saying like have a big cutscene or anything, but would it be that much of an issue to be able to change the ray tracing to where it is utilised the most, which is, you know, interiors and lighting? And then outside, when you're in combat and things, you can have your 60 FPS and things. Yeah, thanks, Maxim. I think at 2 copyright strikes, I won't be live streaming any video games. Put it that way. I'll still live stream this. I mean, yeah. If anybody wants to challenge that, you know, I'm not me in these live stream videos with all the, you know, random stuff I come out with, then, you know, go for it. Likewise, I've had a few of my videos copied as well. People have taken my videos as their own. And YouTube, you know, let me know. YouTube do. They send me a message and they say, oh, look, you know, is this your video? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm not harsh with it. This is the thing. Like, I'm not. Maybe I should be. They're such small views anyway. Way less views from people copying my videos than the number of people watching on that Callisto live stream. Never mind. Amazon Cavill news just got confirmed on Warhammer Community. Cavill as executive producer and performer. What? After... Oh, Amazon. Amazon Cavill news. What's he the executive producer and performer on? Do I need to go and have a look at that Oats Plenty? I think I do. I haven't spoken to you for ages, my friend, as well. I wonder if you've been watching. Warhammer starring Henry Cavill. What? What? What's this? Amazon Studios. Ooh. December. Amazon Studios today announced that it has secured global rights to Warhammer 40,000. Wow. The agreement encompasses rights to the universe across series, film, and more. Whoa. He's going to star in and executive produce the 40k franchise. Wow. Okay, okay. So is this where my extra £10 Amazon Prime a year is going now? Is it? No worries, Oats Plenty. No worries. That's perfectly fine, my friend. And here I was sitting here thinking that my extra £10 for Amazon Prime was going to Rings of Power, and now it's actually going to Warhammer 40,000 and Henry Cavill. Fantastic. Let's just hope Amazon don't spoil Warhammer 40,000 then. Wow, that's quite a big big thing, isn't it? For Games Workshop to relinquish that IP. I mean, it was going to happen one day, wasn't it? You know, it's almost like be careful what you wish for, though. Well, Mr. Cavill, if you're ever looking for some insight in Warhammer 40,000. There are plenty of awesome people on YouTube that can help you understand what a bolt gun should really sound like, or a power weapon, or a grav tank. I don't know. That's good news. Yeah, this opens up the discussion about Rings of Power though, doesn't it, really? I mean, and then we can compare that to House of the Dragon. People are so quick to forget about Game of Thrones though. This is the thing. Walking Dead was good though. I really enjoyed that to the end. And now we're going to get some spin-off series, so that's fantastic. I feel like it was getting really interesting as well. So, admittedly, there are a few episodes and seasons that are a bit, you know, but that's the same for a lot of series. Look at Breaking Bad. I really enjoyed Better Call Saul though. That was great. Who knows? Maybe they'll do a really good job. Maybe it'll get more mainstream. Maybe it will boost Games Workshop sales. Maybe with some of these extra profits and things, they might be able to afford to get a few more books printed in China, such as the Primark novels. I don't know. I mean, what one can dream, right? One can dream, surely. I mean, surely I'm not the only one that would like to read a Primark novel that isn't about Sanguinius, Rogel Dawn, or Mortarion. Who am I kidding? They're all about Alfarius, aren't they? I enjoyed the Valdor novel. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, resin barrels are a bit of a pain to get right. Okay, I think we've gone as far as we can with that without filing it off. Oh, these are two tricky pieces. I'll probably say we'll have a crack at these, and then we'll do the air brakes last. So. Okay, well, always seem to miss the community posts when I'm live streaming. Okay. Cut these chunks off. Trying to think of the next big stream, really, for Warhammer. I mean, we'll have the Lego stream next week. I don't know when next week. I'll try and put a community post out. I'll try, but it might just appear one day. But that set, it won't be as sort of intense as this. It'll probably be. I'll probably be streaming that for longer, maybe like 2 live stream sessions or something. Whereas this, I feel like 3 hours is enough. But I would like to get this finished on the live streams. Just a gentle sort of reminder that the stream will finish in an hour. About an hour to go. Okay, so the thing you need to sort of be careful with these 2 pieces is the mould lines or slippage really in these grooves. They're a bit of a pain to remove. I mean, I will go over them with a file too, but in such an awkward position. My hobby New Year's resolution, I thought that would be obvious. Live stream more video game footage. No, it'll be paint more. When I get this area set up, and then I get this other area that I'm planning to do next year set up, then you'll see more painting on the channel. My resolution is to have one of the 2 live streams painting and the other one just building. Reduce the pile of opportunities as well. I mean, this model is a considerable chunk off of the pile. How about you? How about all of you? What are your hobby resolutions? I say I won't be starting a new army. I technically will with the word bearers. World eaters, sorry. To stop sucking at painting. Oh my god. Do some hobbying as you've not really had a chance. I know, Maxim. You've been working a lot, my friend. It's alright working a lot. You can... Well, I don't want to teach you to suck eggs, because you know what happens if you work a lot. If you just work a lot, you end up being kind of, I say well off, I don't know, like more financially stable to pay your bills and things and your hobby, but you then don't have the time to enjoy the things you've spent your money on. So you're kind of working to come home to, you know, unopened boxes. Buying more Warhammer. Oh dear. Thing is, I created a pile of video games the other day that I have played a little bit, and I need to go back and complete. Or in my head, kind of finish, at least. So my resolution as well is to try and play and complete games that I've had for a while. I've fully completed the 2 God of Wars, the Ragnarok and the first one. I've platinumed those, so they're completely done and dusted. And unless they bring out any improvements and things for Ragnarok, like a new game plus, I might go back to it. Kind of what I did with the first 2 Spider-Man games as well. Platinum both of those. They were very enjoyable. There's some games where I'll play and I'll just complete and that's it. But then there are others that I'll play and then I'll try and get all the achievements or the trophies because I really enjoy them. Dead Space, when that comes out, will be a game that I want to platinum. I got all the achievements for it when it first came out. What are we saying? Did it come out like 2008? For some reason I got like 2008 in my head for that game. Just going to check on the old calendar and things about next week, what I can do, when I can start these Lego live streams. So people sort of want me to do it over Christmas and the Lego live streams, which means I could really have Monday a day for myself, and then I could do another Thunderhawk live stream on Monday and Tuesday, and then start the Lego live streaming on the 21st. That's a possibility. Or I could just take a day out for myself on Monday, and then do a Thunderhawk live stream Tuesday, Wednesday, and then start the Lego on the Thursday, the 22nd. So that runs through Christmas Eve, maybe. Possible. I just don't want it to go past Christmas Day, if I can help it. I want to be doing other things from Christmas Day. Maybe even Christmas Eve as well. I might not live stream on Christmas Eve, because I know people are busy with their families and things then, so. Yeah. It's very true, Maxim. Need to order some magnets though, soon. Alright, that's looking decent. So just got these air brakes to do after this, and then we are ready to file. I'm not just going to stop as soon as I clean these pieces. If I've got some time to file, I will file in this live stream too. You know, just don't want to go past the 3-hour mark. It's a bit much. But thank you for joining me again this morning. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know this time in the day, this morning, is doesn't really suit the Americans as much, but if I don't do it in the morning, then I'm kind of like waiting around to do it in the afternoon. And as I say, I don't fancy 2 for this build. Yeah, they need filing down. It's better to do them than just to leave them though, because they are quite obvious. if you know where to look. Okay, just these smaller parts to clean up. Yeah, they look good. Happy with them. Again, I'm not sure everybody would do this, but I would like to. Right, so there's these 2 air brakes to do, and then we can crack on with the filing. So hardest bit about these is just how long it takes. Anybody that's taken any flash or mould lines off, I don't know, grav plates for instance, knows the struggle is real. So it is, oh wow, that's long. Try not to take off too much. Of the side and things, because you want a kind of a tight fit for the air brakes when they go back into their air brake housing or whatever you want to call it. Maybe these will be quicker than I expected. Okay. Ooh, crikey, that woke me up. So the way I do this is I just kind of go from side to side to get them out, and then I, as like a rough clean, and then I'll do the same on the other side. And then you can see where you've sort of missed. On this side. Might be easier using this knife for this part. Yeah, that is easier. And you want to get them similar to each other. And a slight tidy up. Okay. Yeah, we should be able to do some filing today. Maybe even a bit of clipping. I'll only go for the small parts though, just because I'm trying to avoid using a mask today. Is it just me, or these air brakes bigger on one side than the other? They are, aren't they? I hope I put them on the right way on the model. I think I did, but yeah, it's worth attacking them from the other side. Here's a good question. Like, if there was one vehicle in Warhammer and Horus Heresy that you could drive or pilot, what one would it be? Because, I mean, I think Titans would have a bit of a side effect, wouldn't they? Okay, that looks great. I'm pretty happy with the way this one's... It's probably better than the one on the model that I've done. Yeah, happy with that. That just needs a bit of a file on the side, just to straighten that up. So that's a bit wonky there, but we'll get that flattened. Just this last piece to do. Again, same as before. I'm just thinking of what to file off first. Probably the pilot and the gunner. Then I can glue them in the cockpit. I think the ones in the main model are glued. Oh, you're back. Nice one. Yeah, very good, thank you. Yeah, we're on the last piece here. So I should be filing momentarily, which is a great place to be. What are you up to? Are you up to your Ultramarines again, or something different? Oh, nearly got me. I just honestly can't believe that it's been 2 years since I put all of my miniatures out on the floor and did those videos. Those 2 years have gone by so quick. It does feel like yesterday. It's where has that time gone? Trying to just round off these end parts, but I don't want to make too much of a mess of them because they're quite well tidied up already. Still got 3 left. I've got 3 left, then you can do your Necron army. Oh, nice. Sounds good. Any particular colour you're going to paint your Necrons? How much do you think your collection has grown since the last video? I'm sure I had some kind of question like this yesterday about the collection. I think it has grown a fair amount. I think I want to say I completed the knights since the last video, but I haven't built any more titans. Like I didn't build the second warlord or the second nemesis. Just a lot more plastic miniatures. So the Gloomspike Gits, I built a lot over sort of Christmas 2020. I didn't build all of them, but I definitely built probably half of what I'd purchased. Then all the Soul Blight and the Lumineth in the 2021. I've built a lot of Horus Heresy models, both prime arts, characters, tanks. Yeah, I think it has grown a fair chunk. I mean, I had to split that video into multiple videos because I physically cannot put my entire collection of everything on one floor. I just can't do it. It's tight enough doing it for the Imperium stuff. Right, so in no particular order, we are going to start filing right now. We won't need this saw anymore. I don't think, don't we? Yeah, we're going to start filing, sanding, and no particular order. Like, I'm not in a huge rush to like follow it numerically in order. So just because it's telling me to do the nose and the front ramp first, no, I don't need to do that, because the plan is to just clean up every piece first and then go back to this, and then I've got the dry fit and things to do, and I'll show you how to sort of blue tack your miniatures. I don't know. So we've got the files, they're ready. We don't need the clippers anymore. We'll need this though. We won't really need that, but we'll keep it nearby. What's the reason? I just don't like it as much. I prefer building than painting. That's the reason. I prefer one part of the hobby than the other. And then there's a few other things that, a few other factors that play into that, such as I don't really game, and display. I don't really have these models on display, so if I did spend 20-30 hours on a miniature painting it, it would just go into a box. And also, I don't do this as a job, I do it as a hobby, so I can't just sit there all day every day painting on live streams like other people do, which is fine, you know, and they love doing that. And I'm like the world's slowest painter as well. Okay, right, what I'm doing at the moment is I'm not getting my mask, but I am, yeah, getting a box so I can put these parts in once I've filed them. Here is said box. So okay, that is the box. Okay, right, just gonna sit back down in this awesome chair. Right, so I've got my box ready. So once the parts are fully complete, I can just put them in there. let's just move this back to the level that it was on. It was a bit wonky there, wasn't it? Okay, right, there we go. Get the microphone back. Brilliant. So, in no particular order, I'm just going to change my strap as well, because I'm very conscious it is Velcro. We all know what dust does to Velcro. Okay, I'm back. Right, here we go. So, let's get filing. Yeah, this whole sort of setup as well with the lamp and things. I said I'm going to get a new one, which will just spray the light in all, in a nice even direction rather than just like there. So that is on the cards for next week. I think what I'll do, I'll just start off with the missiles. It's up to you if after all these hours and things you just want to sort of sand and file the parts in that order and then build them and glue them as you go. But I think it's much more satisfying if you clean every single part 100% and then you're just left with the parts ready to put together and dry fit. Because I feel like that's the most satisfying part when all the pieces are completely done and dusted. You will be needing the blade sometimes as well. How many Thunderhawk models do you have in total? I mean, technically 3. 1, 2, 3. But if you mean these Forge World ones, then 2. And I didn't even buy this one, so. But I do have a Stormbird in the attic. That's fully complete and built. I just need to paint it. I might carry on painting it in a live stream or something because it's a rare model. Not many people have Stormbirds. That piece is done. It's as easy as that. One piece down. 1% of the kit complete now. Oh yeah. Well then, that's 2 then. Yeah. So yeah, no live stream tomorrow morning with this Thunderhawk because I'm very busy doing pre-order video and the Scorpius tank unboxings and things. But there will be a live stream tomorrow evening, probably between 4 and 7. Depends how quick I get the other videos done for that week. Come on. And then I won't be back on Sunday. I will be back on Monday, I think, unless I take the day off for myself. But I like this arrangement. I like live streaming for a few hours in the morning and then having the rest of the day to do my other things. I'd rather it this way around than the other way around, where I'm waiting all day to live stream. I'm just happy that I can live stream, guys, because I had a very heated exchange with a YouTube rep about the copyright strike. You were looking at 90 days for me not being able to live stream, so there was a chance that these live streams weren't going to happen. Done, complete. Don't you just hate an air bubble right on your tip? I have to clean that up as best I can. I mean, you can magnetize these missiles. If I was going to magnetize them, I'd probably magnetize the like missile assembly attachment point, whatever you want to call it. What do they call it? To be fair, 39 pylon. Oh, what am I doing? I've not used the word pylon for quite a while. Yeah, I would magnetize the actual pylon to the wing. Are you thinking about getting into Middle Earth sets? Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, they look cool, and Forge World support the range as well. I've never had any Middle Earth miniatures, so. But I will be watching Lord of the Rings over Christmas, I think. It's as smooth as a tip I can get, I think, on that missile. So that one's done. Might spice it up a little bit and go for some pylons. Good. Should have 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Then we'll probably go for the old thrusters. How many thrusters does it have? 16? 5, 10, 14 apparently. For some reason I thought it had 6. Ah, there's the other two. 16. I knew it had 16. It's like another useless fact I have about Thunderhawks. How many retro thrusters do they have? So we're getting there. We are getting there. Your favourite is Lord of the Rings, then The Hobbits, then the Harry Potters, Game of Thrones, and Walking Dead. Is that in that order? Because, yeah, that's a nice selection. I think that piece is done. Do these need a bit more of a clean up or not? Did I drill the barrels? Oh my lord, I did. You know what, Kriegsman? I drilled the barrels for the I'm gonna have to drill them for this as well. I did not know I went to that extreme for this kit. I must have, because these are kind of already drilled, but I even drilled all the way through. Wow. Okay. Happy that I did that then. Oh, good. Oh, that's good to hear. How about House of the Dragon? Enjoy that? No spoilers, please. That's that one done as well. So I'm just kind of unceremoniously launching these into the box. Told you this bit would be quicker than actually shaving the parts off with a blade. The whole process does speed up. So before you know it, we've got all the parts cleaned and we're dry fitting. You like your Marvel films? Oh, nice. Which is your favourite Marvel film then? You know you've told me about your favourite film, so I've got to now ask you which are your favourite. Oh, that's the battery. It's definitely Black Adam. Your favourite DC is the Joker film. What, the newest Joker film? With Aquan? What's his name? I've forgotten his name. He's a good actor though, isn't he? Yeah, there he is, yeah. Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin? There's going to be a second one as well, I've heard. I wonder if they'll combine them with Patterson's Batman. I thought he played a good Batman, you know. He's a bit dark and moody, but what's your favourite Lord of the Rings film then? Two Towers is mine anyway. Return of the King's good, I get it, but nah. Favourite Hobbit, third one for me. Favourite Walking Dead series, probably well, I can't really name them without spoiling, but either the first or the last series of Walking Dead. Favourite Game of Thrones series, I'd probably say like the second or third. Jon Snow. Love it. Absolutely love it. I just like the different English accents. It's fantastic. Give me more shows with loads of different English accents. And then when you find out that Andrew Lincoln's English as well, it's like, what? Favourite Hobbit is the second one. Yeah. They took the little ones. Yeah, they did you see that they recently released some of the clear resin miniatures? I don't know how easy they are to clean up. Hey guys, this is just like a 5-minute warning in a way, just like a little reminder. This stream will finish in 5 minutes or so, but I'm glad we've got the majority of the kit out the way now. We can just focus on 100%ing every piece, ready for the dry fit. When I'm building it, there might be sections where I need magnets, and I probably won't have those magnets in stock, so I might skip those parts, but I'll try and build as much as I possibly can of these kits for you all. Star Wars, yep, Star Wars is good. My favourite is Empire Strikes Back, obviously. I really enjoyed Andor as well. It takes a while to get into it, but I thought it was very rewarding at the end. Oh, this one's pretty much complete. The Matrix is my favourite film though. Probably Gladiator is the second one. It's either that or Tenet. Really enjoyed Tenet. The sound. Controversial opinion, but I prefer the sound in that than any of the other Nolan films. And that's saying something, because Hans Zimmer is just... Inception, the music's good, obviously, and Interstellar, and of course the Dark Knight trilogy, but Tenet just is even more memorable, and that's not even by Hans Zimmer, is it? Your favourite is Return of the Jedi. That's good. Natural Born Killers. It's Woody Harrison, isn't it? Okay, how about this? Favourite Christmas film? Because this is a Christmas live stream, sort of. So many people said like Elf or The Grinch. The Grinch is a good one. Mine's actually Home Alone. Probably really should get that Lego set. I don't know, films with physical effects just... I went back and I watched a little bit of Willow the other day as well, and the amount of like time and dedication to create all of these physical sets is just, yeah. I'm not detracting anything from visual special effects and things, but you know, when you've got something physical there on screen, even if it's like a puppet or something, you have. I think there's more of a connection than something that's just made on a computer. Like, it's hard to get invested in a, you know. Don't get me wrong, the dragon in Hobbit is fantastic, but it's just like, oh, it's a digital dragon. Die Hard. Jingle all the way. Scrooged. Jumanji, I think the spelling was trying to do, wasn't it? Home Alone and the Grinch, yeah. Is Jumanji a Christmas film though? Is it a Christmas film? Yippee-ki-yay. Die Hard is fantastic. The trilogy of Die Hard films are just awesome. Also, wasn't Daniel Craig in the third one? Or am I mistaken? It has a Christmas party. Oh, okay. I have not watched Jumanji since I was a child, so I need to get onto that. Okay, so we're coming towards the end of the stream now. That will be it for me today, on here at least. I'll get that Goth Rocker review out to you in the next couple of hours. And I will be back tomorrow morning for the news and pre-order video, and then again tomorrow night for the live stream. But it won't be this, it'll be Scorpius Tank. So hopefully I'll see you guys then. I'll have to put a lot of these pieces off this table for a while. But yeah, thank you so much again for joining me today. I'll speak to you all soon. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.